Hi there, this is Michelle from Dress Up with Michelle. If this is your first time, welcome in. And if you are returning, welcome back. Well, fall is in the air and I have a fall wreath that we will be creating today. By the title, it is a Scarecrow Wreath. So let me show you what I have. I have this 14-inch wreath form that I got from the Dollar Tree. And also I have these like metallic orange or pumpkin colored chenille stems, and I already attached them. What I did is I added 10 to the outer rings. These are the outer rings. And I added 8 to the inner rings. And what I did was I used a little bit of dabs of hot glue just so that they don't move around. Okay, so this is the wreath form that we will be using. And now let me show you the mesh. We will only use one type of mesh today. So the mesh that I have is this. It's like a burlap with a metallic pumpkin or burnt orange ribbon actually going through or woven within the mesh. So just to add a little bit of razzle dazzle, but at the same time keeping it kind of rustic or farm-like. So this is the mesh that we will be using. The mesh, I got this from actually Hobby Lobby, and it is 10 inches long. And what I did is I cut it to 20 inches in width. Okay, and this is the only one we will be using. The method. So the method that we will be using today is called the ruffle method. And let me show you what the ruffle method looks like. So I'm just going to place something heavy on top just to keep it down. Tuck this in just a little bit, like I fold it down. And then what I'm going to do, have both hands on either side of either sides or the ends of the mesh, and what I'm going to do is just scrunch. So I'm going to try to bring the other end to me. And that is it. Once I'm close enough, let's remove this and kind of tuck a little bit on the other end. And this is the ruffle. Well, it looks like that. And let me place that on the wreath. So just find a chenille stem. I'm gonna open it up. And this, these pipe cleaners, they match perfectly. Look at that. Okay. And then I'm just gonna place it down, push down in the middle of the mesh, and then give it a good twist. And then I'm going to take the mesh and kind of overlap it. So you can't see where it begins or ends. That's basically what I'm doing. And that is the ruffle. Let me do another one. So again, 10-inch mesh cut at 20 inches wide, placing something heavy at one end. because this end has a tendency to fray, I'm just going to tuck it under just a little bit. I'm not gonna roll it. Just gonna fold it just a little bit. And then I'm going to try to bring that in to me. Once I'm close enough to the other end, I try to tuck it just a little bit. There we have our ruffle. So let me put that in the next one. So what I'm going to do is the other one, the first one, I'm just gonna push it to the side. Open up our chenille stem. Keep the middle of the ruffle nice and tight. Push down just a little bit. Give this a good twist. Ugh. Now I'm going to bring the ends together so there's not a gap. And then you should have two ruffles next to one another. Okay? So I am going to do this. I can do one more for you. Again, tuck underneath. And now I'm going to try to bring the other end to me. Scrunching. Scrunch, 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 scrunch. Tuck this also and bring it together. Grab it really tight in the middle, and we have our ruffle. I'm gonna move, oops, my faux leaves are getting in the way. I'm gonna move this ruffle to the side, open up this chenille stem. Make sure I remain firm in the middle. And then I'm going to give this a good twist or two. And then bring the ends together. And there you have it. So I'm going to continue. And I'll be back. And when I come back, you know what I have. I have a question for all of you. I need your help with something. Maybe you can give me some advice. But let me complete the wreath, putting all the ruffles in place, and I'll be back. All right, I am back with our wreath with all of the ruffles. You see how full that looks, how beautiful? You can see the metallic orange popping through. So this is the wreath base with all of the 20-inch ruffles in place. So now, let me show you the ribbon. So the first ribbon I have is this plaid. And I'm going to pair it with this mustard colored ribbon. Let me get it if I can get it. It's just a regular canvas ribbon. ribbon, and I'm going to pair these two together. So I thought this would be nice. And then I have this ribbon, all the little daisies and the berries. So I have this, but I'm going to pair it with our deco mesh tubing, because if you look closely in the ribbon, right there, I thought they would complement one another, the red berries. So these are the ribbon and the deco mesh that we will be using to embellish the wreath. So let's get started. So first of all of my ribbon I cut, I believe, at 13 inches. 13 inches. I'm just gonna fold it in half so it'll be pretty even when I place it on the wreath. And this one, same thing, I cut it at 13 inches. I'm gonna fold it in half, put those together, and then I'm just going to, let me make sure I have the right side together. And I'm just gonna pinch in the middle, okay? And it'll look like this. So I'm just gonna find a spot. Let me zoom in. Again, my camera, I'm trying to, there we go. So I'm just gonna find a spot. This is my chenille stems. Place it in the middle, as you can see, and then give this a good twist. And that's it. So that's the first set of ribbons. And now I'm gonna move to the next spot. Again, fold it in half. And the ribbon I got from Craft Outlet. Fold it in half. Find the middle. And just give it a good twist. Now I have to place my mesh tubing. So I'm just going to cut this. Let me bring out. Cut this. And then I'm going to make two bows, okay? So a loop rather. So 4 loops all together, or 2 bows. So I'm just gonna fold it. I'm not measuring. Folding. Again, fold it and meet at the middle, in the middle. And then I'm going to cut. And now I'm just going to open up my chenille stem and place this in the middle. And this is what I have so far. So let me show you. I have this plaid and I have that. So I am going to continue adding the ribbon and the deco mesh tubing, and I'll be back with our wreath that has all of its beautiful ruffles with the burlap and the metallic orange, and our plaid ribbon with the mustard, the orange, the red berries, the daisies. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, ready? Here is the wreath. Doesn't it look cute? Very fall-like. So this is the wreath with the ribbon in place, as well as the deco mesh. And I think it looks so cute. So now let me show you the sign. Meet Mr. Scarecrow. Isn't he cute? Got him from Dollar Tree a while ago. And I said, I need some plaid. I didn't have plaid that quite matched or coordinated with this, but I did find some on, as you can see, on Craft Outlet. So if you look at the, you see the ribbon? I think they almost look almost alike, you know, like the same. The pattern's the same, the colors. So this is our little scarecrow. So meet Mr. Scary. And what I tried to do, let me show you. So I tried, because you know I usually staple my chenille stems on the back. And I even used some foam, here's the foam, to try to, you know, give it a little bit of cushion and distance between the wood and the staples. But unfortunately, when I pushed my staple gun through, it went through. I don't know if you can see that, but it went through. So I had to use some glue. So I just glued the chenille stems on the back so that I can secure the sign to the wreath. Now, on the top of this scarecrow, you will see that you can use him as a hanger, but I'm not using him as a hanger. So what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna cut this off. And now I have 2 little holes. So I'm gonna try to see what I can use to fill those holes up. But in the meantime, I need to secure the chenille stems in place. So what I did was I just cut up some ribbon, like burlap ribbon. And then I have my chenille stems to kind of match the color in the back. I'm just gonna fold the chenille stem in half. And then I'm going to add a dab of hot glue up at the corner. I don't know if I should put it out there, but, and then I'm just gonna place it there. Let it dry a little bit. And then what I do is I just take the ribbon and place it on top, just to give it a little bit of added security. And then I just place some more hot glue on top or on the bottom to keep the ribbon flat. And then I'm just gonna let that dry. So I'm going to finish putting the other chenille stem on, let it dry. But in the meantime, so this is what the back of the sign will look like. I'm gonna let this dry. And in the meantime, we're gonna make our bow. I use this one. I believe I got that from Walmart. I may have gotten it from Michael's, Joann's, I'm not sure. Okay, so this is the ribbon we will be using. This is in the wreath. This is another color. This is one of the colors in the ribbon, but I didn't use this in the wreath. This right here. This one, the plaid. And then I also have this burlap. It doesn't have wire, so we'll see how that works out. It's not wired. And then of course, I'm going to use my deco mesh tubing. All right, so the first one I'm going to use, trying to see, maybe I'll use this one first as a tail. So let me see how long I want the tail to be. I'm gonna make the tail 10 inches, but I may cut it down, I'm not sure. Have a 10-inch tail. And I'm just gonna have a tail. I'm not gonna have a, a loop yet. And then the next one I think I want to use is, I'll use this one. And I think I'm gonna make a 9-inch tail for this one. Let's pull this out. So it'll be a little bit shorter than the burlap one. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to twist and I'm going to make a loop. The loop, let me see how. My loops, I'm gonna have this loop is about, hold on, 6 inches. Yeah, this loop is 6 inches. Twist. Remember, when you're making your bow, in the middle, you have to twist so that you can see the pattern on the other side. Well, the patterns are the same, but I kind of know what is the right side and what is not. And again, this is going to be 6 inches. And then I'm just gonna bring this tail down. I'm gonna cut again. And if I want to make sure that the loops are even, you place this in the middle, you press down and you bring your loops up to meet one another and they're even. Now the next one I think I'll use is, I think I'll use this color, the burnt orange. And this tail I'm going to need 8 inches long. And again, I'm going to place it in. Place it in there, and then I'm going to give it a twist here. And then I'm going to make my loop. And I want this to be a little bit shorter than this one. I'm going to, in the middle, I'm going to twist. Then I'm going to make another loop. So I'm going to do 3. Since it's a smaller ribbon, I'm going to have 3 of the smaller ribbon. This one, let's make sure they're even. Yep, there we go. And then I'm going to twist. Oh, I don't have to twist because I'm only using 3 loops. But I need to bring it back over to the other side. So I'm gonna have to make 4. Because I want my tail to be on the other side. And again, this will be shorter than this one. All right. Moving on to the next one. Going to use this one. And this tail is going to be shorter than the orange one, or the burnt orange one. Tad bit shorter. Let me start on the other side. Sorry. Let me start on the other side. Let's see. So this tail is shorter than the burnt orange, and then the burnt orange is shorter than the plaid, and the plaid is shorter than the burlap. There we go. I'm going to twist. I'm going to make this loop shorter than the burnt orange. And I'm going to twist again. Bring this over. Making sure that this loop is shorter than the burnt orange. And remember, I want to see if these 2 loops are the same size. I'll bring this in the middle, put this in the middle, smash it down, bring my loops up. The same size. And now I'm going to bring this tail over. I don't have to twist because it's at the end. And then I'm going to make this tail a little bit shorter than the orange. Now I do want to bring the burlap back again. So what I'm going to do is add some more burlap. I don't know if I want a tail. So let me see. Thinking about just placing it in the middle. Make it a little bit shorter. Than this one, than the sunflower one. Give it a twist on this side. Bring it over. Make sure it's shorter than the sunflower one. Yep. Now I'm going to use my decor mesh. I'm just going to make loops as well. Okay, so this is going to go here. Let me place this here because this will pop up. And now I'm going to use the yellow in the middle. That's going to be shorter than the yellow than the sunflower one. Lift this up and hope that my loops don't fall apart. Okay, so this is the yellow. I'm going to give it a twist to make my loop. I want it to be shorter than the red loops here. Give it a twist on the other side. The loop. Want it to be shorter. Again, I need to make sure that these two loops are about the same. Push down, and then up. They're about the same. And I'm just going to cut this to be a little bit shorter. And this is the finished bow. Excuse this. I need a new healing mat. Okay. Before I did say that I wanted to ask a question, that I needed some help. Okay, so this is a Scarecrow Wreath, as you all know. And we usually see them where? In the cornfields. So I had wanted to go to a corn maze with my family, and no one wants to go. They said that it's corny. I'm just joking. So I wanted to go to, I'm just lifting the bow up so I can place the chenille stem underneath. I wanted to go to a corn maze. I said, we can all buy some plaid shirts, get some blue jeans, wear our little boots. You know, if you want to wear a hat as well, that'd be cute. Maybe we can go for brunch and then go to the corn maze. But no one wants to go. So, maybe take a hay ride. And a corn maze, basically, you just have to figure your way out of the corn maze. They give you some clues and things like that. So my question for you is, how do I try to convince my family members to come with me on a corn maze? And if any of you have ever been to a corn maze, give me some feedback. Did you enjoy it? Did you have fun? Did you think it was corny? Did you go on hay rides? Did you play games? What did you do when you went to a corn maze? Okay? Please help me out in the comments. Please let me know if you went to a corn maze. Did you have fun? What did you do? Help me out. Okay, if you thought it was corny, let me know. Okay, so now what I'm just doing, I'm just fluffing our bow. Give it a little bit of life. You may have to tweak it a little bit, like cut down some of the burlap, but so far this is our bow. Okay, so our Scarecrow, he is prepped and ready to go on his wreath. So I decided I wanted to place him about here. And then I want to add a bow for him right here. So he'll look like this with his little bow underneath his chin. So let me add the sign. I'm just placing the chenille stems down. Through the mesh. Not through the mesh, but in between. And then the bow, place it down Okay, so this is going to be, let's see, I'm trying to put everything in focus. I just have to fix his bow. And then I will come back and we will place more embellishments because you know I am not done with this wreath. He needs a little bit more zhuzhing. Okay, I'll be back. So this is what we have so far. But now what I want to do is, you know me, I want to add more embellishments. So I have this sunflower that I would like to add to the center of this bow, or I was thinking about this sunflower. So I'm not quite sure, but I'm trying to match the sunflower to his sunflower on his hat. So either I'm going to use this one. Let me just show you what it looks like when it's in place. Can you see that? Or I can add this one when it's in place. Let me show you what it looks like in place. I don't know. In a way, I like the yellow, but then again, I like the orange. So we'll see. I'm just gonna leave that in place and let's see. I'm gonna add my other embellishments and I'll swipe out the yellow and this one and make a decision. But in the meantime, I do have these little petite daisies that I got from Michael's. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add them to the places that have the plaid ribbon, because the other places have the daisies and I don't want daisy on top of daisy. So I'm just going to place these here just to get a feel of what it's going to look like when it is permanently glued into our wreath. And what I do is I use the chenille stem to wrap around the base of the flower. So anywhere I find a plaid ribbon, I am going to add I thought these were sunflowers, but obviously sunflowers are much bigger than daisies. So those are my sunflowers. I think this is going to look so cute. Another one, we have our plaid over here. All right, so this is what we have so far. Right, cute, cute, very nice, very fallish. All right, and then I have these leaves. So I have these, which I believe I got from, where did I get these from? I believe these are from Michael's. Yeah, these are from Michael's. And then I have these leaves. And they have the wheat here, which I think is cute. And these I got from Michael's as well. I like these because some of the leaves are like a velvet. I don't know if you can see that. So I thought that was really, really nice. So I'm just going to add and see what it looks like. I really, really like this. I don't know if I should add them like in between the mesh. I want to add it in between the mesh. Let's see what it looks like. I don't know if this is too much, but we can always take away. That's why I don't glue it in. glue them in permanently until I actually see what it is going to look like first. Tag. So this I'm just actually placing in between the mesh spots, and let's see what it looks like. Debating if I should add some of these leaves. No, I don't think I'm gonna add these. So cute. Now, before I actually end this video, not right now, but soon, I was looking at my YouTube analytics. And YouTube is saying that about 65% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed. Well, let me tell you something. To subscribe to the channel, I do not charge. It is free. Okay? So if you like the videos and you enjoy the videos, why don't you just subscribe? Subscribe to the channel. And that way, when I do upload another video, you turn on your notifications. They will let you know that I uploaded another video. Okay? It helps out the channel tremendously. So just want to know if you might give it a try, like subscribe to my channel. It won't cost you a thing. Okay? I'd appreciate that. I really would appreciate that. And I was talking to my sister about this wreath. You know, I'm doing a scarecrow wreath. And I was like, what is the purpose of a scarecrow? And she said, basically, it's to, you know, well, I kind of knew, I already knew, but I'm like, but you see the crows sitting on top of the scarecrow. So I'm like, if it's supposed to scare the crows, why are the crows sitting on top of the scarecrow? But anyway, supposedly it's supposed to scare off the crows who may destroy the crops. And when the wind blows, I guess it resembles that of a human moving, and so that's supposed to scare off the scarecrow. But I don't see where it was that successful, because like I said, I see the scarecrow sitting on top of the scarecrow. This crow sitting on top of the scarecrow, so I just didn't understand it. But now I do. Let me see. I should add something up here. I don't know. Should I add something up there? I think it looks kind of bare up there. So let me add something to the top. Need to be a little balanced. So far, I think we're looking pretty good. I think I need something in here. So let me add a little bit, a few more leaves maybe. This leaf here. I said I was going to switch this one out just to see what the yellow would look like in place. Let's see. Nah, I like the other one better. So, this burnt orange. This will be it. And here we have Mr. Scarecrow. I think it turned out really cute. I am going to place something up at the top. Remember those little holes? I'm probably going to add, I don't know, some daisies or some leaves. I'll put some leaves there. And that will be it. You know, I always add a video or a picture of the finished wreath on the door. So wait for that. And I'm sending love from me, Michelle, to you. But what I would love for you to do is what? Like the video, subscribe, and share. Okay? I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Here is Mr. Scarecrow in all his entirety, surrounded by his bow and his daisies and sunflowers and wheat just blowing in the wind, the fall wind. You see the leaves, the ribbon, the mesh. He is just so cute. And he's ready for fall, and he's ready to scare all those scarecrows away from the corn maze or cornfields. Happy fall, y'all.